Hey guys, it's Mike, the Wrestling God Smith, and you guys are watching All in Wrestling, the premier wrestling show that focuses on Raw, Smackdown, NXT, 205 Live, and many more. Okay, guys, the video that I'm recording today was for yesterday's Smackdown review. And first thing I'm gonna talk about, like I said, I'm kind of disgusted with WWE a little bit, but I'm actually happy because yesterday they did a fantastic job with NXT call-ups on SmackDown. See, this is what I've kind of been saying. We got like almost 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, when Elimination Chamber was just getting around to. So now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Kofi title shot situation. So it turns out, our GM, Shane O'Mac, is giving Kofi a title shot at Fastlane. And like I said, Elimination Chamber was good. Like Kofi doing what he does. And I think he deserves that title. I think him getting the title and seeing what we can do with NXT, and I'm looking at it at a different standpoint, different from Steven Larson, that I like DIY. I like the heel DIY now, because they're both heels, but they're actually being friends, which is good. But I want a change. I want Daniel Bryan not to be champion, because him being champion, I don't hate him. I love his wrestling. I like his submissions ability and his ability to like adapt on the fly, which is really good. But I still kind of want him to be different. I want him not to really, I want him not to be champion, because that kind of gives everybody else a chance to be champion, which we don't really get. You see? And what I mean by that, and I'm actually using my words here, what I mean by that is, okay, if Kofi becomes champion, that means Jeff will get a shot, Samoa Joe will get one, that means Randy will get a shot, he'll have a run, Johnny Gargano will get one if he goes to SmackDown, because he'll get one. Tommaso Ciampa can go for the U.S. title. That means they both can have a title, or he could be on Raw, and they can bring the Universal title to SmackDown, because that actually would make sense to do that, and rather than try to put them on, because Raw's not really doing it. Raw's not really doing it with the product that they're trying to sell, and I kind of feel like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how we're gonna do it thing, and I get it. But to a point, to kind of stretch a point or to kind of drag a point home, really, is that I don't really want, like I said, Vince McMahon doesn't really see product as well as Shane McMahon or Triple H would see it. And I kind of feel like, okay, what are we going to do, right? And what are we going to do, meaning, where are we going to go with this? And this is the point I have to think about sometimes. Everybody has a way of doing things. Everybody has a way of saying what they want to say. But the realism is that they don't really get to say what they mean. And what I mean is, okay, what I mean is that the first thing, like I said, I like the fact that they came on last night, and SmackDown was just an A+. Like, the matches were off the chain, man. And it wasn't like, to me, it wasn't like it was a typical SmackDown. Like, the segments were good. That means if DIY standing up to the bar, which is actually a better shot, I give that a lot. Like, I don't get it. Like, them going against the Revival, that was an okay match. But, we've already seen it. It was nothing new. We've seen it. We got bored. Like, them going against the Bar, the Usos, McMiz, that's how I really want to call them, McMiz. And that's what they should be doing. That's what they should be going for. That's what they should be doing. See, and that's the thing. Then we get matches against, Shinsuke. You get matches against him with Tommaso Ciampa and, Ricochet. You get him. So you get matches we would never see. So if AJ comes in the fray, meaning he gets a title shot, that means Ricochet gets one. That means everybody on that roster that are top guys, that are middle guys, that'll get a title shot. That means they'll go any way they want to go. That's what Raw should have been about. And I mean, it's like this. Like, everybody's going to be able to get a shot on SmackDown. And that's what I liked about SmackDown last night, guys, that it wasn't just matches. It was off the chain. Like, that 5-star match with Ricochet and Eric Young, we would never get that now. We wasn't going to get that then. We got it now, which is good. And that's the thing. If they got the Elite and they got Kenny Omega, then we'll probably get a future. Then we'll get something. But at the end of the day, the Elite are never coming to the WWE. They are not. Because all Elite Wrestling is going to be like WCW again. Trying to milk the WWE, and they can't milk them. They don't know how. Like, and I think about this, and I think about the evolution of the WWE. This is the evolution. And I look at AJ Styles, and I look at him from a guy who was from Impact Wrestling, who came from Impact, from the Japan circuit, from everywhere. And this is what I mean. We don't get a lot of guys that do that are basically gifted, and that means we get other matches that we would never get. And on top of that, we're going to get more as WWE wants to bring. They're going to bring out more call-ups from NXT and maybe the UK. Because they're going to probably put the UK title at some point. And they really should try to do that and build from what they have. And I get that to a point. And I get it to a fault, right? That we're actually making the title. Or we're making the title seem not that big a deal, right? It's not. But I digress. And I mean this in a digressing thing. Because the joke is, nobody really sits down and thinks about it. Nobody really sits down and thinks about how we were going to do this. How are we going to put this here? How are we going to drag this here? And this is what I mean. We, as the evolution of the WWE is changing, the landscape was changing. And Raw's got to get past that. That's why Raw's not selling. Because they can't get the idea. It's time for Brock to pass the torch. That means he's gonna drop the title to Seth. Meaning, if anything does go happen near the draft, which I already know what is gonna happen, Trips is not gonna try to get DIY to come to Raw. Shane, I'd rather than be on Smackdown and actually do better against better tag teams that are actually going to give him a fight. I do. Because I look at it like this. Okay? I look at it like this. I look at it like the Undisputed Era. Them coming in the mix. And if they get in, that means everybody else is going to want it. That means they're going to have rivalries that we would never see. And stories that we would never see, like DIY against Undisputed Era. We would never see that with Adam Cole. We would never see it. But now we will. We're going to see it this year. It's going to happen. That means WWE is going to blow something out the water. It's going to do something it's never done. And I mean by doing something it's never done, it's simply like this. They're going to bring their brand. They're going to bring SmackDown. They're going to make SmackDown the biggest brand that it is. Because you know what? Because Shane has an eye for talent. He sees it. And this is what I was trying to... This is what my synopsis is, right? And I thought about it with Raw yesterday. What if, right? What if the Undisputed Era does go to SmackDown? What if they actually do better? What if they actually make their faction a big faction like D-Generation X? What if they do it? Because Adam Cole is like the modern version of Shawn Michaels. They got Kyle O'Reilly. He's the Billy Gunn. You got Bobby Fish as the Road Dogg, and then you got Roderick Strong as the Triple H. You got him. And that's the thing. You don't usually get a guy like that. You usually don't get guys that faction, that well good, that well driven, that well anything. And I've seen these guys. And I like to use them, like I said, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Because I'm from that era. I've seen it going around, and that's what I mean. I saw when Ciampa had the NXT title, I saw it in him. Because I'm looking at him like he's like a Hulk Hogan, but the way he carries himself is different. And that's what I mean. We don't get a lot of guys, right? We had a hell of an elimination chamber, which we usually never do. Because they're always lackluster. But no, we had Kofi Kingston in the mix, man. And the dude's been in every elimination chamber match ever built. And he was the last two of the freaking 4. Come on, man. That means Daniel Bryan, Kofi's getting to Daniel Bryan in some such a way because he would not give up. He kicked out of everything. He got out of the label lock, which is no lock. He got out of that. You don't get a lot of people. You don't. Everybody knows you don't. And that's what I like about the WWE. Anything can happen. And that's the slogan. Anything will happen. Because like I said, Undisputed Era are that damn good. They are that damn good. They don't even have to be that damn good, but they are. And the funny thing is, getting Roderick Strong in the mix, and I know Roderick Strong, the guy can do freaking German suplexes like a god, and I've seen him do it. I thought he was going to be like a Kurt Angle, you know, a modern Kurt Angle. Different, you know, not gold medalist, not crazy, not drained, not, you know, not the way he was, but he went to the Undisputed Era, which was, I thought, you know, him doing the, you know, him showing up, and I was freaking out when he did the heel turn, because I'm like, yo, Roger Strong, he's not, look like his image to me was like, oh, good guy, face, it'll work. And this is what I mean. Like now, at this point, and I am gonna talk about NXT. I'm gonna make a video for that too. But like I said, now that SmackDown, because like I said, yesterday was just the prelude to what we're gonna get. I mean, come on. Any team next to the Usos or the New Day cannot. And the D-bar is just fucking ridiculous. Because you got Sheamus, who's a tall guy, who's a power guy, but he can ball. He can fight. Then you got Cesaro with his he's the most technically gifted wrestler since Chris Benoit. And I mean, and I understand they're not gonna bring him up, but the guy, he's like a modern version of Chris Benoit, except he's from Switzerland. The guy can basically do sharpshooters. And he, like, that's the thing. That's a move from Bret Hart. How do you get to do the sharpshooter? And it's a good version. You got him doing it. Then you got him doing the Boston Crab. Nobody does that type of thing. You don't see a Boston Crab applied. A good one. Like, nobody gets it. That Raw, SmackDown are at this little hole in the ground here. And like I've said, I can sit around and dance around this, but I know what's going to end up happening. The matches were good. That means the Usos are going to have competition now. That means if the Usos go against DIY, they're going to fucking lose those titles. Because the Usos are not like DIY. DIY will, like, come on. Who does a middle rope spear? Nobody can do a middle rope spear. Not that damn good as Johnny Gargano. And then you get a top rope DDT off the rope. Are you kidding me? And then you got sadistically is Tommaso Ciampa is, and he's sadistically angry and he's sadistically nuts. Come on. You don't get that. It would be good for Drew to be on SmackDown, but they're not using him, though. They're not. because we need to see what he can do. He came back. Dolph Ziggler's not back, bro. He's like, I'm on hiatus because I want to be a comedian. Really? You want to be a comedian, but the thing is, you can't have an Intercontinental title. Finn has it. And Finn's never won the Intercontinental title. And I applaud him for that. I salute him. But we're not talking about Raw. Like I said, I see what they can do. And this is what I mean. This is what SmackDown needs to realize. They start making that brand. They start building up the tag team. They start building up the top guys. They start bringing up the women's division. They need to build. I like Carmella and Naomi. I like Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. But they seriously need to go get freaking Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. I don't give a damn how much money they're worth. I don't give a damn how much money they are. But they need to get them. Because that women's division is going to be the bomb. Raw's women's division is a joke. As much as Sasha Banks and Bayley do better, as much as Charlotte Flair is going to come in the mix and she's on SmackDown, she'll be, as much as Charlotte Flair is good. And I mean this, as much as Becky Lynch is on there, and I mean this too, Raw's women's division is a joke. Without Ronda Rousey, and I'm not diminishing all the women, but I mean that division needs to get better. They can't just have Nia Jax and Tamina. That means they didn't have nothing to do. That means they were running around with an angle, because they always have an angle for them, but they never did. And that was Raw's problem. They can never have a women's division well as SmackDown. They can never have it. And that's why they lost every year. Because they never did. That was the point. Nobody ever thinks about what to do or how to do it, right? And we've done it. And this is the point. WWE has cracked the wrestling freaking gold mine with DIY. And not to mention, have gotten the gold mine with Ricochet, because the guy is literally fearless. This dude can do a somersault plancha on an apron and land. Nobody does that. And this is what I mean, guys. Like, we are not... This is what I mean. SmackDown was great last night. And I'm telling you, this is my future. This is my prediction. This isn't a prediction. This is a spoiler. You're preferring a phrase from Paul Heyman. I believe, right? I believe in my mind that Raw will do it. SmackDown will do it. And I know why? Because they're going to get every talent they can think of. And if they give Velveteen Dream, oh my God, it'd be a miracle. I don't want Raw to have him. I don't want Raw having Velveteen Dream. I don't. Because that guy deserves so much more than what the Raw would do with him. Because I'm telling you, the guy literally is like a Hulk Hogan, a Razor Ramon, any type of guy you can imagine. This dude is. He's an Edge, he's a Christian, he's a Johnny Nitro. I swear to God, that dude's like a John Morrison. The dude's like a Jeff Hardy, but the best part is the dude has all, and the thing is, he uses any gimmick he can think of, and that's the funny thing. I like it. I'm telling you, he's everything in one. He's a Ric Flair. He's got the freaking charisma of Ric freaking Flair. How do you have charisma that good? And everybody breathes this dude in. He's like a freaking. He's like a scent. You just sniff. He's like a flower. He's like lavender. You just don't want to stop sniffing him. Come on, he doesn't even have to be the big guy. He's a medium. He's an average build, and I've seen the guy do things that no normal person would do. I would want to have a match with Velveteen Dream. I didn't care if I got elbowed. I would have got back up and been fine with that. That's fine. But I'm telling you, they don't never give that dude credit. And he's busted his ass to get to NXT. And I'm telling you, we got guys who can do it. And if Velveteen Dream comes in that mix and comes into SmackDown, he is going to freaking... He has a freaking following. Everybody likes Velveteen Dream because he's just... His style, him being the way he is, the way he has his character, his charisma, the way the gimmick goes with him, it works. I swear to God, he's like a Ric Flair. He's not even a Mr. Wonderful. He's not a Paul Orndorff. He's not. The guy could be a modern version of Disco Inferno. A modern version. The dude's like a freaking, I swear to God. He's so memorial, he's almost good as damn Hurricane. And I swear to God, almost as good as Gregory Helms. Almost as great. And I swear to God, that dude's got charisma like fucking Shawn Michaels. Version 1. Shawn Michaels, the one we know. The freaking rocker Shawn Michaels, man. I swear to God, this dude has it that good. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't even diminish, and that's what I mean, man. SmackDown doesn't even begin. Raw doesn't even know what to do with Velveteen Dream, and they don't know what they're gonna. Even if they do grab him, they won't know what to do. That dude Shane is gonna one up him, and I know. And I swear to God, if I could talk to Shane McMahon, like, listen, you better grab Velveteen Dream. You better grab him. You better obtain him before Raw does, because if they get him, that means he is not going to be used properly. You better grab him. Grab him. Grab Velveteen Dream. Grab the Undisputed Era, because they are good. I've seen the guys, they can do it. I'm telling you, grab them. Don't even let them go. Just fucking grab them. Because I'm telling you, and I see it, and I'm seeing it in the draft, and I'm seeing it in the future, guys. Like I said, this is not a prediction. This is a prediction. This is a spoiler, not a prediction. I'm telling you, everybody on those rosters are gonna get switched around, and I'm telling you, SmackDown is not giving up the New Day. And I'm swearing to God on my life. I'm telling you, if Raw gets Velveteen, it's done. He is gone. He is not going to get a title shot. That's because Raw doesn't really know how to treat champions. SmackDown lets you defend them suckers until you die. And I'm telling you, I really want him on that. I want him on the Blue Brand. I want him there. Like, I wanted Charlotte. I got Asuka. We got her. And funny thing, Raw could have had her. Raw could have had her. Till Ronda Rousey showed up. She could have had her. They could have had her. But you know what? I guarantee by the end of WrestleMania, by going into WrestleMania, we are going to have Velveteen Dream on the Blue Brand. You know why? Because Shane's going to look at him and it's going to be too good of a plan to pass up. That's the point. It's too good of a man. He's too good of a superstar to pass him up. That's what I mean. You can get the bruiserweight Pete Dunne. You can get him. And I bet you, and if they do get him, that means the UK title is coming to SmackDown. That means the UK women's title is coming to SmackDown. That means Rhea Ripley will be coming to SmackDown to make that brand even better. Because she's that damn good. I've seen her. And Toni Storm is good too. She's great. And I'm telling you, Joe Coffey and the rest of them, Tyler Bates, Trent Seven, oh, God, it's all coming together. I see it. You may think I'm rambling, but I'm telling you guys, this is what it's going to do. Shane's going to see the opportunity, so is Trips, and I'm telling you, this year is going to be great for the fucking brand because we have 2 NXT brands. We should be bringing the game. That's the point. The Blue Brand's going to do it. I'm telling you, NXT is going to bring. That's the thing. They're not just going to sit down and do one or two call. They're going to do 5 call-ups in one day from both sides. That means if she's like, you know what, we choose from the NXT Women's Division, Toni Storm, or we choose from the NXT UK Women's Division, Rhea Ripley. And I'm telling you, that means they're gonna get Pete Dunne, the UK champion. Then they're gonna get Walter, and we don't even know what he can do, and I've seen him do it. I'm planning to God we're gonna get him. But anyway, guys, like I said, if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. I've got to do NXT. Peace.